What's up, my friends? I just wanted to give you guys an update from Colombia here. First of all, I always like to show you where I'm at. I just finished taking a bath right here, so check it out. In the jungle. So a couple things. It's been about 6 weeks since I made the first video, but it's been probably only 2 weeks and maybe 20 days by the time I upload this one since I actually uploaded the first video. So I've been in Colombia now for 2 months and actually living in the jungle here outside of Puerto Asís for 6 weeks now. And it's been super amazing. I'm feeling really blessed and really grateful to be here and to be doing this work. And some things that have been going on is, first of all, my body's been doing what I'm pretty sure is a lot of detoxing. And one of the first things that started happening pretty quick after I got into the jungle is we're eating really simple food. It's pretty good generally, but it's generally pretty simple compared to an American diet. So a lot of beans and rice and usually a small portion of meat, much smaller than in America. And, you know, not a whole lot of vegetables, a lot of plantains, yuca, and other things like that. But anyway, one of the weird things that my body's been doing is I was getting a lot of mucus, mostly out of my left nostril. And for the first couple weeks that was happening, it tasted kind of rotten. And so it was kind of gross, but luckily the bad taste is gone, but I still have a lot of mucus coming out of the left nostril. And I've been a little bit sick for about a week once, and I'm feeling a little sick again right now, which is odd because generally I get sick at all maybe once every 3 years. So whether that's just toxins from my body being released and that's wearing my body out, or I don't know what it is exactly, but some stuff is going on with my body for sure. One of the other things is about probably 3 weeks after getting here, first of all, the medicine has been affecting me very, very differently than it ever has before. I'll drink 2 good-sized cups of medicine, and they are not diluted like the stuff you drink in a ceremony usually is slightly diluted. So this stuff is really thick and really strong, and 2 cups and I'm barely feeling any medicine. It's really odd because normally that much would send me on a pretty intense journey. So for some reason that's the way the grandmother is wanting to work with me. And at first for the first few weeks that was happening, I was confused and wondering what was going on, wondering why I wasn't having any strong experiences. And as I've continued here though, I'm starting to see the beauty of the way that this is working out for me, the beauty of the grandmother's plan. Whatever she's doing with me right now is starting to work, and I'm really seeing some doors opening for myself and feeling a lot of opening within my body and my mind and my spirit. And one of the first really big ones was I made a conscious decision for the first time to choose love and to live by love. And I've had experiences about love, you know, love is the answer, love is the reason we're here. I've had experiences like that before, but I've never, after those experiences, made a conscious decision. In the past, I would have that experience and then try to live it, and sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't do so good. And I never went in and sat with myself and just made a really conscious decision and made a choice. And so I did that. And that same night, I was playing my harmonica, and I started having a lot of fun playing it for the first time, kind of playing a high note and then answering it with a low note, and just really being more playful and enjoying it and just being more creative. And after that happened, all of a sudden my creativity opened up like never before. In the last couple weeks since that happened, I've been just flowing with music, writing lyrics, writing songs, singing a lot of stuff that I'm not writing down, and I'm just letting it flow through me, and just feeling super, super creative and super blessed. And I'm really, really happy and really grateful. And so much joy is coming to me just from that creativity. So I know that creativity is something that we all innately have, but it's something a lot of us unfortunately kind of lose touch with along the way. So I encourage all of you guys to work with your creative side. Do something. Just try to nurture that, and you'll see a lot of joy and a lot of reward come from it. And also, ever since that night, I've been feeling such a strong connection with the Spirit. And I've had moments where I had a strong connection with the Spirit before, but never what I guess I could say was lasting. You know, it comes and it goes. And before that night, part of my intention was wondering why I never have that lasting connection and wanting that. And ever since that night, my connection has been super, super strong, feeling super connected. And of course, I'm drinking a lot of medicine, so that helps. But again, I'm getting these really mild experiences. Regardless how strong the experience is, though, the grandmother is always working within you. As long as the medicine is in you, she is working, and she's like the mechanic under the hood, doing some little tweaks and making some changes. Whatever you need help with, whatever you need worked on. And one of the other really, really amazing things that happened is, this has been about a week ago. It was a full moon, and it was a really cloudy night, and I'll get to why that matters in a sec. But I had been tossing around the idea of staying here in Colombia longer. My plane to head back is supposed to be in about a month, is what I had scheduled it for. But I'm just loving it here so much and getting so much benefit that I'm like, everything inside me is saying that I should stay longer. But I don't always know if that's me, like me and my wanting and, you know, what I desire, or if that's really what's best for me. So at the end of a ayahuasca ceremony where I wasn't really feeling the medicine, I was just sitting out under the sky, praying with my tobacco, and really putting a lot of intention into this and asking the Spirit, please give me a sign, give me a sign. Give me a sign if I should stay, yes or no. And if I should stay 2 more months. I very specifically asked 2 more months. And I said, you know, if I should stay more than 2 months, then please make that clear too. But please give me a sign, and make it a sign that is so clear that I have no doubts in my mind that this is what I am looking for, that this is the answer that I need. And so I was probably praying for 20 or 30 minutes, not opening my eyes that entire time. And at the end of that, I took one last bit of the tobacco into my mouth, and I kind of thought in my mind, I said, okay, with this exhale, I send out my intention into the universe. I send out my intention to the Spirit. And I did that. And then right after I did that, in my mind's eye, a big yes flashed, the word yes. And my first thought, okay, that's probably my own mind telling me what I already want to hear. And I will know the sign for sure whenever I see it, because I asked for it to be beyond any doubts. And then I stood up and I opened my eyes and I kind of stretched and looked up at the sky. And as I was saying, it was a very cloudy night with a full moon, so the clouds were all kind of backlit. And right as soon as I opened my eyes, exactly where I was looking, there was a little opening in the clouds where there was 2 stars. And those were the only 2 stars that were visible in my entire field of vision. And, you know, with peripheral vision, it's more than 180 degrees. So you're looking at essentially half the sky. And those were the only 2 stars, and the only 2 stars in the entire sky where I was looking that were visible. And I was just dumbfounded, like, oh, that came instantly. That is so crazy. And I took a minute to kind of verify, and I looked around, looking around, verifying that there were no more stars, and there were no more stars, just the 2. And so I very specifically asked about 2 months, and it gave me a sign, yes, 2, yes, 2, yes, 2 months. And that was so amazing. I was kind of dumbfounded. And just things like that are making me realize more and more and strengthening my belief in how real all of this is, how real the spirit is, how real our connection is, and how real our ability to interact with it all is. And so feeling super happy and super blessed about that. With all of my work here, I'm feeling so grateful, so much gratitude just for being here, for my life, for my path, that the medicine revealed to me that this is my path and that this is what I need to do. And I listened to the call, and I'm here, and now doors are opening for me and things are happening, and it's all unfolding in such a beautiful way. And this was never ever part of my life plan. You know, using the medicine for me was strictly for physical and mental healing for the longest time. And you know, sometimes spirit and life will take you somewhere that you don't expect. And so that's what happened to me. So I'm super excited and stoked and just grateful for my life, grateful for being here. More gratitude, like I said, more gratitude than I've ever felt. And one of the other big benefits that I'm seeing is just being here, living in the jungle, being really close to nature, and, you know, working outside most days. The work that I'm doing here is cooking the medicine. So we go out and we collect the medicine, and we collect the ayahuasca, we collect the chagrapanga leaves, which is also known in some places as chacruna. And those are the two main ingredients for the ayahuasca. Actually, the only two ingredients that we use. And we collect those, we do the work to prepare them and to make the medicine. And it's usually about a 5-day long process for a small batch, or right now we've been doing a really giant batch, and it's taken about 2 weeks so far. And so working in really close proximity directly with the medicine, directly with the ayahuasca, being able to see it and touch it every day and speak with it, speak with the vine, speak with the grandmother, is part of the training to become a shaman, or what I'm working with is a taita in Colombia. In Colombia is basically a taita is the equivalent of a ayahuasca shaman. And so I am, that's basically one of the big parts of the training, is doing this, working with the medicine, so that you can form a really deep connection over time. You learn to understand it better and to work with it on a deeper level. And so what I was saying is, just by being here, being in the jungle, and being around the nature and being around the spirit, I'm getting a lot of healing just from that. And then along with that is I'm having a lot more time than I've ever had to just to be with myself and be in silence and more solitude, and be with my thoughts and to work on myself in different ways. And that is such an important thing that I really I knew was important before, but I always kind of neglected it. And now I'm seeing how much, after having the time to do it and to utilize this time here, I'm really seeing a lot of benefit just from being here. I mean, you could come out here and stay here for a month and do what I'm doing without even drinking the medicine, and I'm sure you would have such a beautiful experience and grow a lot. So I highly encourage everyone to take that time for themselves, you know, 10 or 20 minutes a day, even if it's something small like that, to just be with yourself and to do nothing, to be with your thoughts, to shut off the electronics, put the phone on silent, you know, turn off the computer and all the distractions that it's so easy to get sucked into in America, in our modern society. And just take that time for yourself, because that's real self-care, that's real self-love, is something that is so beneficial for you, to take that time for yourself and to do that. And I forgot to mention also, don't currently have the money to stay here longer, but like I said, I got the signs, so I'm trusting and I'm having faith, and I'm going to move my plane ticket back by 2 months whenever I'm in town this next time. So trusting and having faith. and following the signs, which is what I've done so far, and more signs are coming, and every time I listen it just gets better and everything gets stronger and I see the path more clearly. So follow the signs, my friends. I guess that is it for now. I love you guys. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe, and I hope this resonates with you. I hope you guys can benefit from what I'm doing here and me posting the videos. That's the biggest reason that I want to do this, is hopefully that everyone can take something from what I'm doing and learn and grow along with me. So, peace.